my friends. Welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Washi. My name is Katie, and if you are new to my channel, hello, welcome. I hope you'll consider subscribing for lots more diamond painting content. And if you are back, welcome back. Today I am here with another recap and month in review. This is of the month of, I had to think for a second, May 2023. And in this video, I'm just gonna share with you guys my completed diamond painting projects and WIPs that I have going into the month of June, and also talk a little bit about what's coming up. So these are just really fun little snapshot versions of review videos, and it's just fun to check in each month. This is also a chance for me to get to hear from you and check in and see, okay, what did this past month look like for you? Did you participate at any events or get any projects done that you're really excited about? Feel free to share them down in the comments section below. So in the month of May, I completed 3 diamond painting projects, the first of which is sitting right here. We'll talk about it more in just a moment. But 3 completed diamond painting projects, and I have just 1 WIP going into the month of June. I put up a total of 23 videos over on my channel, especially because this last week of the month was particularly busy, and it's not going to be slowing down here as we kick off June whatsoever. And then I did host the event Marvelous May 2023. It was the first year that I put on this event. It was something that I decided to put together in partnership with Diamond Art Club to celebrate their new partnership, their licensing agreement with Marvel. And you guys, I think that we're gonna have to do it again next year because it was so much fun, and I have a feeling that we've got even more coming down the pipe that's totally gonna give us a reason to do it again. But I loved seeing all the prizes that you guys, all the kits that you guys worked on for that event. And prizes, what I started to say, or what my brain was on, is that I will be doing a wrap-up video for that event very soon where I announce the grand prize winners and the week 4 winners as well. So one other thing that I was really just excited about that happened in the month of May that I just want to mention here in passing, because this is kind of a space where I sometimes share milestones or goals achieved in some sort of capacity. And in the month of May, I actually hit 20,000 subscribers, which I'm still pretty darn flabbergasted over, and just wanted to extend my very, very heartfelt gratitude to all of you for being a part of making that number happen. I work very, very hard not to be numbers focused here and to just make it about, let me create content that you guys find to be helpful and enjoyable and fun and relaxing, all those sorts of things. But I just want to acknowledge that and say that, yeah, I am excited about it, and let you guys know that I really appreciate your being a part of making that happen. So let's go ahead and dive into just some little snapshots of the projects that I completed in the month of May. So first up, this project, while this was not the first project I started in the month of May, it was the first one that I actually finished, so I'll share it first. This is called Darkwood Fae. It is by the artist Bug and is from Diamond Art Club. And I have my paper logbook here, which is where I keep track of all of my completed diamond paintings, or I start tracking them once I start working on them. I'm actually kicking around the idea of doing a flip through on this. Let me know if that's something you guys would be interested to see. But this was my 19th finish of the year. 125th finish of my whole diamond painting career. And the size on it wasn't too big, 50.7 by 63.9 centimeters, 42 colors, round diamonds. And I wrote some little notes just about things that I loved, and I always write mechs. I'm like, well, I don't want to be like really negative about any of my kits. But the reason that I decided to work on this kit actually was because the next finish I'll show you is a really large kit. There's lots of confetti, there's square diamonds. I started to feel a little bit of fatigue on that kit, and I thought, let me pull out a kit that's just really different from that. And I had been itching to work on a kit by Bug for quite a while, and I had this one and I just opened it for an unboxing, and I thought, this is the one. I'm just going to work on this one. This one is one of those kits from Diamond Art Club that they're testing out, offering in both round and square diamonds. I got it in round. The crazy sparkle effect is so glorious with round diamonds. I thought that it would be really, really pretty with these darker colors that are in the background. I thought that the charting was really, really pretty. I do feel like it's a little bit easy to miss some of the subtleties of the shading in the background. It's showing up better here than it did in the dedicated post review video that I did, which I will link that below in case you want to see me go into a lot more depth about this kit. But there's some shading with shades of blue in here, and then this black tree trunk shadow. And I struggled a little bit to get that to really show for you guys on camera, so you can see some of these kind of tree branches down here at the bottom. Anyway, looking at the subtleties of the blending though in our character, especially all the earth tones in her face, I thought it's just really beautifully charted. Krista Bug's artwork looks lovely as diamond paintings. One swap that I did do, which I don't normally do special drill swaps, that's not usually my jam, but this one I've been really enjoying some of these glitter drills that small shops are offering, and there was a particular glitter drill color that I wanted that was kind of a light peachy color. I couldn't find it at any of our favorite resident small shops like DP with Sparklers or Diamond Drills USA, any of those. I checked lots of those places and couldn't find the color I was looking for, so I just got it from Amazon. But I definitely always prefer to shop small when I can. But I did do a swap so that it would give it a little bit of extra glitter and glow to some areas like there, and then the magic motes in the background I swapped for that glitter drill as well. But yeah, this one worked up pretty quickly. It had a good amount of color blocking, especially in the background. And while there was a little bit of minor gapping with some of the darker round drill colors, like the blacks and the dark blues, I still think that it worked up really, really beautifully. And I'm happy with this finish. This brought me a lot of joy to work on. And that ultimately is what I'm really looking for when it comes to my diamond painting projects. So that was finish number 1 for the month. Finish number 2, like I mentioned, is a much larger finish. Let me grab it here. And I did share a post review of this one. It was actually part of Marvelous May week 4. So feel free to go and watch that video. The entry for the prizes for that week have closed, but you can still hear me go into a lot of detail about talking about working on this, our Sorcerer Supreme. So this is not the first Marvel kit that I have completed. It's the only one I did for the event though. I did previously complete the kit Loki, aka Glorious Purpose, right when it came out. And then I had this one and the Iron Man kit in my stash, which I debated back and forth which to work on. And so I ended up unboxing both of them. And as I looked at both of them, I was like, ooh, I really love the colors in this kit. It's totally got a very rainbowy effect with the colors. The magic swirls of the portal give me like fruit stripe gum vibes, like back from the 90s. I love the effect. The portal and like all of the white that you see is just, it's chock full of fairy dust diamonds. And fairy dust diamonds are this glitter diamond that Diamond Art Club has. They're very, very different from the glitter diamond that I put in the kit I just showed you. And the kit I just showed you, those glitter diamonds were almost like chunky glitter floating in resin. These are more like a really fine glittery mica powder has been dusted on the top. A little floppy here. So there you can see it's like a silver glitter. I think that these might be my favorite special diamonds that Diamond Art Club has now, because it really, you don't lose the integrity of the base color with that fairy dust, and it's a little bit more subtle in effect than ABs are. But this kit also has a lot of ABs that I thought were gorgeous and glorious as well. It has these yellow ABs in the portal. You see the AB next to the fairy dust? So that's really a good example of the difference in the two. Very, very different. Equally amazing, though, I think. But you guys, if you're looking here at the screen and seeing where I'm showing you, honestly, this was quite a lot of confetti. There's a little bit of sort of like linear color blocking, but for the most part, this really just felt like pure confetti. And while the colors were really enjoyable to work on, I think that I felt a little bit fatigued of working on a lot of, it wasn't like a clear subject matter that I was working on. It was all just part of this swirly portal, which, like, let's be honest, the finished effect of it is breathtaking, but the process of working on it was a bit more of a marathon as opposed to a sprint. So I didn't get very far into this kit before I decided, you know what, I'm just going to let this be something that I work on and off throughout the whole month. And I think I'm going to enjoy it a lot more that way and not get mad at this kit. And that was a good idea. I'm really glad I did that and interspersed other kits in with it. Now, this kit, just to give you the kind of hard and fast stats here, 55.8 by 85.9 centimeters, 61 colors, square diamonds. You can see with my start and finish dates that I did work on this throughout the whole month of May and just finished it right here at the end so I'd have time to film a post review for the event. And it was finish number 20 of the year, 126 of all time, and finish number 2 of the month of May. So this was Doctor Strange, aka Magic Portal is the name of the kit. And let me shift it to the side. I'm going to grab my last finish for this month. My third and final finish for the month, you guys. There's not a post review up on it yet, so you're going to get an early glimpse at it here. This is Mermaid with Flying Jelly Friend. It's from Enabler's Outpost and is by the artist The Art of Seda. And this was the kit that I decided to work on as sort of my second breather kit from my Doctor Strange kit. I really wanted to work on something that was not a Diamond Art Club kit in the month of May, so that it wasn't just all Diamond Art Club all month. One of my really core values that I do my very best to stick to as much as I can on my channel is to work on a variety of different kits from a variety of different shops. And so I just kind of felt like, man, I really want to work on something from a different shop. And I love Enabler's Outpost kits so much. The quality is wonderful. I've completed a number of kits from them and have just been really happy with the quality and the customer service. And this one I had unboxed and thought, you know, this I think is what I need. Bonus, it is a mermaid, and in the month of May, a lot of artists will sort of celebrate by doing a mermaid and do lots of mermaid themed art. And I'm not an artist, but I'm a diamond painter and thought I can still work on a mermaid kit. I have plenty in my stash. But I loved how this worked up. It did work up quickly. There was lots of color blocking. It's 50 by 50 centimeters. It has 33 colors, including 2 amazing rhinestone crystal colors and 1 AB. And it came with round diamonds. And let me show you up close some of these special diamonds that it came with. So there were 2 shades of crystal that it came with. If you see, you can kind of see them side by side. Let me find a better spot, actually. Here we go. Okay, so we have this crystal that's an orangey crystal, and this one has a little bit more of a pink hue to it. It's subtle, but it is a little bit different. So we have those 2 crystal colors, and then we have this pale aqua blue AB sprinkled all throughout her tail, and it looks like mermaid scales. Like, it has a scale effect on her tail, and I love it. I'm in love with the special drill charting on these kits. I feel like it's something that Enabler's Outpost consistently does really well, is their special drill charting. I love that the crystals they used to accent the koi-esque markings on the mermaid's tail. I thought it was beautiful, and I thought the aqua AB was gorgeous as well. We have some crystals in our jelly friend, and I thought those were really cute as well. Like I mentioned, the background had a lot of color blocking, and honestly, the drill quality on this kit was amazing. I loved the round drills that I worked with in this kit, and I had plenty left over in all colors. Her face is, the coloring is it looks a little bit stark up close, but especially when you pull back, I think that it completely works, and it also completely suits the original artwork as well. So you can see that there. Isn't that so cute? And look, it was rendered so well. I thought that it was done really well. So I believe they still have this kit in stock on the website. So if you're interested, you can totally go and take a look. And even if you're not necessarily looking to work on this kit, I can tell you that, you know, any other kits that Enabler's Outpost has, you have a pretty good shot at having some really wonderful quality and rendering and enjoying your experience of working on one. So this was really enjoyable to work on, and I loved pulling out another Enabler's Outpost kit. And I'm just happy. It just made me happy. It brought me so much joy. So anyway, that was my last finish of the month. Now, the one WIP or work in progress that I have going into the month of June, I'm actually really proud of and excited to show you guys because I feel like I've been doing a little bit of a walk of shame when I've done these review videos lately because there hasn't been any progress on it, and that is my cross stitch conversion. You guys, I finished up that Mermaid kit from Enabler's Outpost on May 27th, and I thought, okay, instead of kitting up anything new, how about I spend the last few days of the month giving my cross stitch conversion project some love? So where I had left off, I stopped. I think that I was this column. I think because I hadn't really gotten into this instrument here. It was just kind of like this guy that's sitting on a bench. I think it was right here when I picked this back up at the end of May. And I got a little bit more done, you guys. Not a ton, but keep in mind, so if you're new and you're looking and being like, what are you doing with a blank canvas? Okay, so I'm actually doing what's called a cross-stitch conversion project where I'm converting a cross-stitch chart to a diamond painting on a blank canvas. That means that, yes, I'm literally reading a cross-stitch chart and counting and using that to figure out where to place the diamonds on my kit. It is a much lengthier and more time-consuming and lots of work involved kind of process compared to your typical diamond painting kit. But it is a fascinating challenge, and it also opens up a lot of possibilities artwork-wise because there's a lot of artwork that's available in cross-stitch chart form because that craft has been around for so much longer than diamond painting. There's tons of licensed cross-stitch charts out there that it just there's lots of possibilities when it comes to that. So the artwork that this is based on, or that the chart is from, is Once Upon a Fairy Tale by Amy Stewart. It's one of her bookshelf series, and it ends up being a very, 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 very large diamond painting. And what I ended up doing was splitting that painting into 8 separate panels. This is one panel, actually the third panel that I'm working on, and each panel is this long. So it's 30-ish centimeters tall by 90-ish wide, I think. And it makes it a lot more manageable, honestly. But this is just going to be an extremely long-term project, but I'm really glad I got to pick it back up. And honestly, in that 4 days, I got more done, like this much done compared to, that was more than I had done going into it. So it's like more than doubled the amount that was completed. You can see, obviously, it's very, very pixelated, but you have to imagine that you're going to have to step back far enough that you can see 8 of these canvases all in frame, and that really is going to consolidate those details down a bit. But it's also a learning experience for me to see, like, is the way that this chart turns out something that I want to do again in the future, but it's going to be a while before I finish this and can make a real judgment call on that. But I'm really proud of myself, you guys. I got to almost 30% completion on the entire chart. This is not, I think this is like 29.3 something, I think is what this is. I used the Pattern Keeper app on a Fire tablet from Amazon that I picked up really, really inexpensive on Prime Day. And I put the Google Play Store on it so I could use Pattern Keeper. And that lets me really easily track what diamonds I've placed in the chart. And also it has this really nifty feature where it tells you your percent completed of the entire chart. So anyway, it felt really good to get back to this. Like I said, it was a little bit of a learning curve to pick it back up, but I'm really glad that I did. So that is the one WIP I have going into the month of June. Now let's talk about June just a little bit and what's coming up. So in the months of June and July, I'm co-hosting the event Summer with the Masters with my friend Anthony from Single and Placing. This is the 3rd year that I've been a part of co-hosting this event. I created this event back in 2021 with Jessica from Tiny Worlds of Wonder, and she's doing really well. Just nothing happened. She just is very, very busy, and she's wishing us all her best and is enjoying working on her projects alongside us just as a participant this year. But I am so thrilled to be kicking off that event with Anthony. We just kicked it off a couple of days ago, and I started on a custom of another John William Waterhouse piece from Jaded Gem Shop is where I got that custom from. So you'll see that unboxing here pretty soon. And I just posted the week 1 video for Summer with the Masters yesterday. So if you want to go and take a look at that, I talk a lot about the process of ordering an old Masters custom, and hopefully you find it helpful. Other things that I have going on, I would like to participate. There's a couple of different Pride Month related events going on this month, and I did kit up and start on a project from Craftably called Rainbow Dreams, which was a kit that my dear friend Kate had given me, and I'd been meaning to work on it for a long time. It's also been way too long since I've worked on a Craftably kit, so I'm stoked to be starting that one. And Of course, it fits the theme for Pride Month, which is what I was saving it for. So I'm excited about that. And then, yeah, those are kind of the big things coming up in the month of June. My kids are going to be off school, so that may shift my own sort of personal day-to-day schedule a little bit, but I don't anticipate it's going to affect content really much at all because I do a lot of my filming after they go to bed anyway. But we'll see if it slows down my crafting a little bit. Who knows? Either way, I'm genuinely looking forward to what the month of June has in store, and I hope you are too. If you're interested in joining in on Summer with the Masters with Anthony and I, please feel free to take a look at our kickoff videos where we recap what the event is about and how you can join in. I'll have all the things linked below in the description box of this video, all these kits, if I've done post reviews on them yet, and event related things. Hopefully you'll find those in the description box, but leave a comment on this video or email me if there's anything missing that you want to ask about. But anyway, let me know, what did the month of May look like for you? Anything you're really excited about having accomplished or worked on? Any goals that you met? And what do you have coming up in the month of June? Any projects you're excited to work on or events you're planning to participate in? I'd love to hear about it. So leave that in a comment below. If you're not already subscribed and you want to stay up to date with all the fun diamond painting content I have coming up and crafting I have coming up in the coming month, I would love to have you as part of my community here. Feel free to hit the subscribe button, and there's a bell down there you can click to be notified when I share new videos. And otherwise, you guys, I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I really enjoyed hanging out with you, and I appreciate that you took the time to watch. So have a wonderful rest of your day, my friend, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.